to you all. My name is Arthur. I was born on August 12, 1978, and I am the youngest of four. I have two older sisters and an older brother. My parents, Juan and Blanca, were both born in Mexico. As you may already know, when both parents are carriers of the degenerative gene, there is a 1 in 4 chance of both parents passing on the gene to their offspring. And I was the lucky one to have contacted the syndrome more Gilby. And when I say lucky, I do mean lucky, because there's no one else that could have gone through the things that I have and still be here to talk to you about it. It is a really hard disease to live with. It took years for the doctors to discover that I have WarkEOB. I was finally diagnosed in 1989 at 11 years old. Back then, there was no internet, no fax machines at the Shriners Clinic in San Francisco. My genealogist, Dr. Dental, would attend conferences around the world and consult other doctors about my file and photos. After years of the unknown, we finally got word that I had WarkEO type B, which was still a mystery by all the doctors in my clinic. My mother and her cousin Eva would take me every day to doctor's appointments. It became more frustrating with every appointment trying to get answers from the doctors to see what they could do to help. The doctors always had temporary solutions that never lasted, like putting my feet in walking casts. Of course, that did nothing to help. To be honest, I felt it was done in an effort to satisfy my mother into thinking they did something special for her son. Just a side note, I later went home that day with my buddy Dave Correa, and we sawed him off. It was a miracle he didn't cut my feet. By the time I was in the 7th grade, I had already received 2 major spinal fusions. I grew up feeling some resentment towards Shriners Hospital. My parents went to them for help because the doctors could do nothing, to help. I felt like I'd lost my childhood. Shriners Hospital was founded to help children in need. I now understand that it wasn't the doctors' lack of will to help, but their lack of knowledge with dealing with a disease that has never been encountered before. They just weren't going to invest money for research into a disease only for one case. It doesn't happen that way, and it never happened for me. I was just one kid with WarkEOB. But today is a different day. With the technological resources such as internet, email, fax machines, video conferences, doctors have a better networking system which allows them to consult with other doctors and specialists around the world. There's neurologists, orthopedic, stem cell research, which is available now to help find a cure. I can remember doctors telling us not to get our hopes up. The doctors told us to keep waiting, and in the future of medical science, things will improve and get better, maybe even a solution. To a young kid suffering from WarkEOB, asking him to wait and hope that in the future a cure may be possible was discouraging to me. Well, today is that day. It has to be that day. It has to start right now. Tonight, we need to get the funding for the research for WarkEOB. Not just for me, but for Stephen. It's not my fight anymore. That road ended a long time ago. Now there's a new fork in the road, and that road belongs to Stephen. He still has hope. He still has a chance to not go through the political games of retaining funding for research that could have very well helped cure him, or at least make life easier. You are the ones now fighting with me to help Stephen. But never in a million years would I have thought I'd be here in Vancouver in front of so many people with big hearts who want to help this young child that has a long road ahead of him. Together we are taking the first step towards progress by us just being here. With this research, I do believe we will be able to get more answers and possibly a solution. I wouldn't have come here if I really didn't believe that. I just would like to thank my mom and dad, brothers, sisters, and entire family and friends for all the support they have shown me. My girlfriend Laura, her son Andres, I would like to thank Tina and Dan for inviting me to come up and be a part of this beautiful fundraiser, and most of all, the reason why we are here tonight. Stephen, thank you, and let's enjoy tonight.